What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell, it's another windy, rainy day here in California. It has been a brutal winter. We got like 2 hours in between when it was raining this morning and the next, I guess, storm that's supposed to start dumping on us again. So just working on some trailer stuff, rewiring the trailer. Cracked one of my tail lights there, but working on that before the next rain. We got Nick's boat in here, just chilling. Yeah, just waiting for the next opportunity to get out and do some fishing. But yeah, I was going through some old footage from last summer, and I wasn't initially going to post this video because honestly I'm still kind of upset with myself that I didn't capture the interaction I had with this Mako shark on the GoPro. Totally my fault. I only brought 2 batteries that day. It was kind of a rushed trip, afternoon session. So we got a lot of the fishing action, but then the battery started to die, and when we decided to jump in the water, I only had like half battery left, so I didn't want to bother with taking the GoPro in the water and all that fun stuff, because the battery would have died quick anyways. But kicking myself for it now. Definitely promise to keep all of the batteries charged and bring 2 GoPros on every trip, not just for you guys, but honestly for my own, I guess just for myself, because like I said, I kick myself for not capturing this interaction on film. It was just such like a special moment, and obviously I still have like images of it seared in my brain, but like to be able to watch it back on film would just be, you know, kind of a timeless thing. So kind of bummed about it. That's why initially I wasn't going to post anything, but obviously with the weather we've had so far this late winter into the early spring, I haven't been able to really get offshore in my boat and do some exploring. So I'm going to run it back for you guys anyways, and then yeah, towards the end I'll just kind of explain in more detail what actually happened. If you guys want to hear more about the story, I'll put that at the end of the video. But just to kind of sum it up, I've been spearfishing since I think like 2011, so a little more than 10 years. And this is only the second interaction I've had in the water with a Mako shark. First interaction was a much smaller shark. So completely different experience this time around. But yeah, in that many years spearfishing, like I said, only 2 times running into Mako sharks in the water. I've seen plenty of them from the boat, just cruising around. Lots of those like 1 to 3 footers. Very few of those bigger, you know, 6+ foot sharks. So to experience this was really special for me, really cool. After the fact, obviously in the moment it was pretty tense, but yeah, like I said, I'll go into more detail at the end of this video if you want to hear more about what actually kind of went through my brain, what happened in the water. But yeah, this video, Kris was in town from Havasu, so we decided to hop in my boat. So Kris, Dirks, and myself did like a gentleman's start afternoon session, shot offshore to the zone where there had been a lot of dorado for quite a while. Last year there was a lot of dorado, but I'm sure if you guys were out there, you experienced this too. Some days they bit, some days they wanted nothing to do with bait. And just to touch on that real quick, from my experience fishing dorado and spearfishing, generally speaking, when you find a kelp paddy first thing in the morning and you're one of the first boats on it, that's when they're eating, and that's when you catch more fish. Later in the day, as more boats drive by or those fish have time to find bait and feed, later in the day they stop wanting to bite as well. Obviously dorado are the fastest growing fish in the ocean, so they do have quick metabolism, so maybe later in the day you can get like a rebite when they start to get hungry again. The reason I think that also is because obviously in the mornings is when I usually get those wide open hook and line bites, but later in the day when I jump in and I shoot the dorado, when I take them home and fillet them, I'd say 90% of those fish are just jugged full of bait, whether it's anchovies or flying fish. I mean, I've seen mackerel, sardine, obviously. I've seen baby yellowtail in their stomachs. So a lot of those dorado that are I guess being like bait shy, not eating, when I jump in and do shoot some of those fish and fillet them later, their stomachs are like, literally you couldn't put another bait in their stomach. They're that full. So a lot of people think it's because of boat traffic, which it might be, but I think it's more so that those fish had time to eat the chum that was being chummed by said boats, or they had enough time to eat the bait that was around the kelp paddy or whatever. If you found them off in open water, they were able to hunt down whatever they were eating. They were just full. So keep that in mind when you guys are offshore fishing. Try to be the first boat on the paddy, first one on the water. Also, if you see a cluster of boats, try to find your own fish. Generally speaking, there's going to be another kelp paddy within that same zone or on that current break. Just look around, try to find your own paddy. This particular day, we saw a flotilla of boats. Obviously, later in the afternoon, we got a really late start. So we saw a flotilla of boats on a bank that they had been kind of around this time of year. So we avoided that for several hours, trying to find our own kelp paddy. To no luck, sun started to go down, so we went back to the flotilla. A bunch of boats had left, but there's still a handful of boats fishing it. So we called them on the radio, came in, started slow trolling on the outskirts of the paddy. That's another thing, you guys. If there's boats on a paddy, just ask to come in. 90% of the time, they'll wave you in. They're not going to tell you no. People get pissed when you just drive right up and cut off their drift or get too close to the kelp paddy, because then you really do spook the fish. Just start by slow trolling on the outskirts. Those dorado aren't going to be right on the paddy all the time. A lot of the time, they're 100 to 300 yards off the kelp. Especially last year, the schools of fish were just massive. So we were slow trolling way off the paddy outside of the boats, and we were able to get, I think, 4 bites. And we only landed 2 of those. But yeah, I'll cut to those clips right now. Like I said, if you guys want to watch to the end, I do have a clip of us in the water with that last dorado right after the Mako shark took off. When Kris came over and had to poke it a couple times to get it to go away. So yeah, if you guys watch to the end, I'll talk more about that specific encounter. But hope you guys enjoy this one. And yeah, stay tuned.
Here, buddy, I got you.
Oh, jumper, dude.
You got him on 25.
Alright.
Oh, I was on the 2 foot.
Do you do me a favor, Adam?
The loafers. Oh, they're loafing right there, yeah.
Nothing on your sniper though, huh?
I see him. Dump. They're right on the bow.
Oh yeah, they are. Oh dude, they're eating 3 and 3.
Are they?
My fish is... Oh my god.
Is he jumping?
Yeah, that was him.
Jumper!
His buddies turned on those baits and he was like, I'm out of here.
So, dude, my bait is just hiding under the boat.
Alright, we got Kris hooked up. We got this big paddy. Tons of dorado around it, but tons of boats around it, obviously. So we're doing the slow troll on the outside. See him,
over here.
yeah, I see him jumping around
The
everywhere.
pizza should be here soon.
The pizza. Got the delivery
The beers
coming.
are cold. The fish are hot. The bait's hot. The fish are cold. Or the beers are cold. The bait is hot. The bite is not.
There he is.
Where the beer flows like wine.
There he is.
You got him? Let me know when you're close.
I got you.
I see, okay.
We got color.
God,
Sick, dude. Here we go.
so cool. God, I miss this. Smallies are cool and all.
That's a big one, dude. That's a 20-pounder right there. Just surfing.
This doesn't happen in Havasu, huh, Kris?
No, dude.
Yeah, you got him on 25, so you can give him business if you want.
Oh, he's got friends. He's got a bunch of friends. Look at him. Oh, he's got friends. He has friends. Captain friends first. Look at him, dude. Look at him. Oh my god.
You're literally chasing him.
To be fair.
Enjoy my time.
To be fair.
Oh! Yeah!
Oh, he dropped it.
Ah, no, he's on. Wine. He just jumped. I saw him.
He dropped it.
Oh,
Fish. He dropped it.
there's 50
my God, look at
fish
that, look
right
at
up.
that.
I know, they're everywhere.
Let's go.
Look at them all. Oh, it's so sick.
They're eating the chum.
Are they?
Fire the bait up there, Dirk, hurry.
Look at them all.
Oh
That's
my god,
so
it's an
sick.
aquarium. You see that?
Birthday boy over here.
Yeah, dude, it's an aquarium.
I'll chum a couple if you want to throw yours right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready, baby.
No.
Okay.
You get one? You bet? Yeah, they're good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, jumper, dude, sick. There we go. Sick, brother. Oh,
he's
no.
bit.
He
I
dropped
still got my Dean.
There we go, dude. Oh, you're so bit. Bit? He's bit. Dirks is bit.
Is he?
Nope. Sharp short bite.
Just a swimmer.
Loading up.
Yeah! There it is.
Oh, dude.
Sick.
Double bit. Double bit.
Got him hanging with the friends.
That was tight, dude.
All right, I'm gonna get a freshie out over here too. You guys,
I'll let you know. I'll give you posted.
Throw one at his bait. Yeah. Oh, they're on it. They're on it. They're on it. They're on it.
yeah, I think that's the. This one's still
Deal.
Fresh.
nice.
This one's yellow.
All right, we're doing the little dance over here.
Got death circles. Oh, whoops.
Beautiful fish. We're trying to keep one hanging so the school will kind of stay by us. They are being a little shy. I might have to. I want to reach for them. Might have to downsize the. That's a beautiful one, Chris.
Dude, I kind of want to take pictures with the camera.
It's right in the corner of his mouth. Careful.
Yeah, I got him.
Nice little fish.
Oh, it's in his bill.
Oh,
No
dude,
meat
you barely
damage.
got
Get
that
him
one.
in. Get him
Barely
in.
got that one.
You want to grab him real quick before he loses his mind?
Oh my god.
Nice. Dude, that was so pretty. Sick. All right, nicely done, Chris. Number one's on the boat.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, Dirko.
We're hooking it. Ready? There it is.
I
Yeah.
don't like reeling in fish.
Sick.
Alright, I'm throwing back in.
Hold on, hold him up. Dude, sniped him. Right in the eyes. There you go, Chris. See that one. Nice gap shot, dude.
Nice capture. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? Something was going on. There's a little party on the bush.
They're still rolling right here.
Nice.
Woohoo! With the boys. Thanks, Adam.
We made it out. Little gentleman start.
Back to our roots. Freaking
Yeah.
skiff life.
Launch it now.
Yeah, we launched it new.
Gentleman start. Beautiful fish. All still lit up. See if we can get her in the sun. Look at that. Beautiful fish.
Excellent purples.
And she'll go to a good meal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nice. That one smoked it on the 15-pound.
Yeah, I'd retie that. Those things got teeth and
All right, so I only brought 2 batteries, and I forgot the rest of them on the other boat I was on the other day. So, trying to make this battery count. But I'm gonna leave this one on for a little bit because we just have lots of little dorado jumping all around the boat, swimming underneath the boat. We're slow trolling back up towards the kelp, but ever since we put those 2 on the boat, they have not been biting.
Jump in the background of you.
Did it?
Oh, right there, dude. That's a nice one too.
Yeah, yeah, you probably can't see it with the glare on the GoPro, but with the polarized lenses, you can just see schools of dorado literally surrounding the boat here. Pretty cool stuff.
Dude, like right here, like GoPro looking sick.
What we're doing now is we're losing our light, so we're still slow trolling around. We keep getting bit on the slow troll, but they're picking up the baits, running forever. I gave that last one literally 10 seconds and it still dropped that bait. So Chris just jumped in when we got kind of walled by that last school. He shot one but tore it off, so we're gonna slow troll around, and if we see the dorado come back through, hopefully we get bit on the rod and reel, but if they come back through, Chris and I are ready. We got our guns loaded, so we'll just roll off the side and hopefully pop 1 or 2 of these dorado and then troll our way home.
Right here between us and the boat. Swim to me. Adam, you still got that one hanging? Chris, turn around. They're right behind you, dog.
Just got my first dorado. Got him?
Chris finally got one.
There we go. I'm gonna hand this to Dirks here real quick.
I got him.
All right, I'm coming.
All right, buddy.
We're gonna leave these ones hanging. He's gonna hand me another loaded gun because they're surrounding their injured buddies. Kind of a dick move, but
Safety's on.
on.
Yeah, it's
Thank
on.
you.
I got your fish.
He's not going anywhere, so you can pull him up if you
Cool.
want.
All right, go show Kris how it's
Got
done.
him with me.
Little baby boat. Pretty fish. About a 12-pounder, 13. What's up, buddy?
You guys didn't shoot the Mako?
Oh my god, that was a big one, dude.
I was gonna handle it.
Holy s***.
You gonna roll him or not?
No, I think I missed him.
Cool.
This is a nightmare.
I've never seen a Mako in the water like that, like close to you, dude.
Dude.
Kris, I'm gonna let you untangle.
No, actually I wasn't, man.
Sharks, dude. You did great. I thought that was amazing, dude.
That was sick as
I wish we could take pictures of him.
Okay, sorry for the profanity right there, guys. That was pretty gnarly. So we had this brilliant idea to leave a dorado hanging because the rest of the dorado would come and check it out.
Which worked.
Which worked. We ended up with what, 3 more?
Brought in the other sea creatures.
Which worked.
Yeah. So as one was hanging, the boat was drifting away and they were reloading Chris's gun. As I was trying to catch up with the boat because it was drifting about as fast as I was swimming, I was going really slow because I hit him high. So my shot, they're untangling it right now. My shot hit that dorado really high, so I was scared it was going to rip off, so I was letting him take line, trying to keep up with the boat because it was drifting away. And as soon as I turned back around, looked down, it's like 6-7 foot Mako comes and blasts my dorado. Did you guys see it blow up? I think the dorado jumped and the Mako like blew up on.
Yelling, and I was like, what's there?
And I just turned around and the Mako's chasing my dorado. Did you see the? Yeah, look at. So
Dirks is yelling at us to shoot it.
So I hit him high. I hit him here, dude.
No,
That.
dude, we're too far away from the boat.
Hold on, don't put it in gear.
What if it pissed him off?
Dirks, you're right. That thing is a laser beam because I normally aim high, and it hits low, and
Oh,
it ain't.
great shot.
It wasn't ripping out. Okay, there you go.
I can't even rip it out.
That's what I was worried about happening, is it ripping out. But dude, that was crazy. That Mako shot up from down below, came up right like below me. I had the fish maybe 50 feet back, and he's just all boom.
That is a beautiful freaking.
So I started yelling to the boat, Mako, Mako, Mako.
Poking him.
Yeah, he got pretty close a couple of times.
Oh, I
Yeah,
poked him.
dude, he came close. Well, I was out there by myself a couple of times. Man, I should have a
He had
GoPro.
something like hanging from him too, or just get
Oh.
something.
They have growth on their
That was so sick, dude. That just goes to show that these sharks that we have in our waters are way smarter than people give them credit for. He could have easily blasted me.
We could have easily blasted him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying though? Like I'm a freaking just float.
Yes, you guys did it.
Yeah,
I like
Dirk's over here.
I know, I'm with you, Dirk, but he was a good one.
I was just worried that he would get shot and turn and like attack us, dude. But
It was like, no, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I think
he was way more than us.
I shot my 2 Dorado. I think I'm
He was
good.
like 7 foot.
I mean, you guys were in the water. I was not.
Yeah,
So I don't have.
dude, he came at us. Like I was bumping him with
That's
the gun,
cool. At
man.
least you
I
guys
wish I
got
had the
that.
GoPro. Oh
swim.
god, yeah. So that's the first time I've seen him. Actually, that's a lie. I have shot with if you guys know Kris, the parasail guy. Do you know?
Yeah.
I shot a Mako with him back in the day. It was like a 3-footer off a paddy, yeah, but not a 7-footer.
I think you got the wrong shaft here from you, Kris.
No way.
You guys mixing and matching?
I need the other.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was worried about that one ripping off, and after all that fiasco, I wanted to get that dorado on.
Cool, dude.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Refine the school, huh?
That. Yep. It's definitely more rain. Whew. Oh. Yeah. So now you guys can kind of tell why I was hesitant to post anything on YouTube about that trip. Just so frustrated in myself that I didn't have the GoPro charged enough or a second GoPro to have with me in the water, right? Like I was scared, but at the same time I was just like so like amped on adrenaline, and it was just so cool to watch this like beautiful creature choose not to eat me and try to go for my dorado, and then watching the dorado change its mind from running from me because I shot it to hiding behind me, trying to wrap the line around my feet as the shark charged me. But after the first like 2 charges, I could tell that the shark was just checking like dominance. It was really weird. It was like a cat and mouse at first, but then after I gave it a couple of pushes with the gun and I stood my ground, the shark was like, all right. And then it was just trying to it was doing like figure eights, trying to see, like almost like probing for like a weakness. But obviously once Kris got there, then that shark really saw like, all right, there's 2 of them now, like kind of SOL on getting this dorado. But it was just really like a surreal experience. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't have the GoPro because it forces me to like relive it in my mind. And it's definitely one of those things, like obviously the dorado had bite marks on it, but you know, that could have been, it's hard to tell the size of the shark just from holes in it. So if Kris was in the water with me to see how big and mean that shark actually was looking, like people probably wouldn't believe me. But again, shout out to Kris. Thanks, man, for having my back in the water. It just goes to show that when you're spearfishing or free diving, always have a good dive buddy that you trust, who's not gonna just jump out of the water when the sharks show up. But man, it's yeah, definitely bittersweet. I wish I could have filmed it to show that with you guys and to share that experience with everybody else, because I'm sure other spearfishermen you know, around the globe would have seen that and been like, oh yeah, like that's, you know, he did exactly what professionals had told him, that I've heard through like years of watching like Shark Week and other spearfishing from around the planet, saying, you know, make sure you maintain some sort of like calmness or like dominance and keep the gun in between you and the shark and stare the shark down and all those things. It worked. It honestly did. But yeah, I guess just a few takeaways. If you guys are still watching this video, thank you so much for sticking through the whole video. Just glad to be able to share this experience with you guys. And key takeaways: have a good dive buddy. If you can, try to avoid low light conditions, especially offshore or dirty water. Even after that, like later in the year, the water got really green, and there was like dorado in the really green water, and I would hop in on the kelp paddy, and if they were dumb and swam right up to me, I could pop a couple and get out and feel comfortable. But it's like, I'm not trying to hang out on those dirty water kelp paddies anymore for longer than I need to. A dorado's not worth getting in another hairy situation. It's definitely not going to keep me out of the water by any means at all. I learned a lot from that experience, and hopefully you guys can take a few key points away from that, or just laugh at my story if you're not trying to get in the water. But yeah, good times. Again, my promise to you guys and myself is this whole next season, I'm gonna make sure I have all the GoPros charged, all the video equipment. I need to learn how to fly a freaking drone, because I think that would definitely help. Okay, Rain, we get it. Jeez, I want to go fishing. But yeah, we got some big things coming this year. Not only do we have obviously my boat, there's some things in the work on a bigger boat. I'm not going to dive too much into that right now. I'm still working some things out with that particular boat, but hopefully we can bring you guys some really cool and fun content. Hopefully you guys can even hear me. Jeez, unreal. But yeah, stay tuned. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Helps the channel out a lot. I'm trying to build this channel into something that I can focus more and more time on. So if you guys like it, hit the subscribe button, share the video, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Later.